Today we welcome to the studio our County Manager, Mr. George Wood, and Vice Chairman of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners, Mr. Bill Pate. Gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. I appreciate you coming in.
Glad to be here.
Okay, big news today. Today, Friday, the 19th of whatever the month is, February, I guess. I keep up with that all the time.
Yeah.
But big news today. We're very excited about this. Who wants to kick this off and tell everybody what happened today?
Well, we've been in negotiations for some time with the Maxwell family, and the reason we were in negotiations with them when we started this project, I had business leaders, and especially in agribusiness, come to me and says, we want their name on this building, and that's what I heard over and over and over again.
Of course, now we're talking about the new agricultural convention center. I'll get it.
That's correct.
That's what we're talking about here.
And,
all right.
And everybody out there was really interested in their name, and through Convergence, our fundraising outfit, made contact with them, and they were very excited about the possibility of doing this. And between their attorney and our attorney, Board Parker, we negotiated an agreement, and they are contributing $750,000 to this project.
$700,000.
Which is a huge gift, and it promotes agriculture. They're tickled to death to be part of this themselves. And John Pike said that in a meeting just a moment ago. And we hope that this will bring others to the table too, because we want this to be not just a county thing or a city thing. This has got to be regional. So we're really excited.
So it's just not Goldsboro, Wayne County. It's also the entire, all of Eastern North Carolina.
That's exactly right. And there we are. We're getting ready to break ground. Hopefully, in June.
In June.
June. Okay.
And the new interchange will open in June. We're perfectly positioned right there at the new interchange, and I suspect we're going to see a lot of other development that cascades off of this. Would you agree?
I agree.
The interchange being Highway 44 or whatever that is.
Well,
That's right.
Well, it'll be 70.
It'll be 70.
Yeah, bypass.
George and Maxwell's have always been instrumental and absolutely huge in agriculture in Wayne County.
Mm-hmm.
This is certainly generous, to say the least.
It's a tremendous gift, and we're very appreciative for that. And it's fitting that it be named for them. And as John Pike said today, this is their 100th anniversary. So this year will tie in nicely with that, all the events for the Agricultural Center. And so we're excited about it. And as Bill said, this is the major naming right here. We've got some other opportunities for people if they want to participate in that. And Convergent, our donor campaign leaders, are out doing that now. So we should have some additional announcements here shortly.
Well, that's wonderful.
Nothing of this magnitude, but some additional.
Well, some of them will be pretty significant.
Yeah.
And you saw in the audience today, there were a lot of agricultural leaders, business people, farmers who were there today.
I saw that.
And without them and their being behind this whole effort, it would have never happened.
And they were behind the Maxwell naming as well,
Absolutely.
were they not?
They're the ones that kept bringing it to me.
The farmers did.
And so if they're happy, I'm happy. That's the way it works. And I just look so forward to the groundbreaking and finishing this project. And you can see behind us, we built it last night.
I can tell. It's all done. Ladies and gentlemen, our new Agricultural and Convention Center. And we're breaking ground June of this year, June 2016.
Right.
So what's the timeline on this, George? What are we looking at?
Well, we're going to start in June with the site work. So we can get the site work subcontractors in there in June. The rest of the contractors will probably start sometime in late August. So with that, it's about a 16-month construction process. We're hoping that it'll be finished in December of 2017.
Wow,
And
that's really moving along.
We have the construction manager at risk on board now. We're
T.A.
finalizing
Loving,
those contracts. Yes, that's T.A. Loving.
T.A. Loving.
And we're finalizing the contract on that now, but the board has already selected them. And in fact, they've already begun working with the architect because we're on a short time frame. Yeah. And that was by mutual agreement. And so they're on board. Of course, the architect is on board, and that's a continuation contract. So everything's in place now. We're just moving forward. And I've been meeting with our financial advisors on the amount that we'll have to borrow in order to finance the building. So I think all the components are there. We're making great progress, and I don't see any reason why we can't meet the June deadline.
June deadline for groundbreaking, and then hopefully the end of 2017 we'll have our new convention center.
And I already had people contact me wanting to know how they can rent it out.
Really?
I'm serious. I
Yeah.
said, wait a minute, guys, we haven't even broke ground yet. But, yeah.
Well, that's okay.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Take their money,
Oh, yeah.
Bill. It's okay. Pay me now. Yeah. We'll save you a space. Now, and that's an important point right there. This building is not only for agricultural events, but it's also for any kind of event. Anything at all.
Yeah, I guess it'd be a good time to let folks know, if they haven't heard already, we'll have capacity in the General Assembly area for sit-down dinners. We can accommodate up to 840 people.
Whoa.
And then if you're doing like a graduation or a lecture or something like that, we can hold over 1,550 people.
Is there anything like that in Wayne County now?
No.
There's nothing,
Nothing
that approaches
close.
that.
There's
Right.
nothing close to us other than Greenville, New Bern, and Raleigh that'll have anything like this.
Well,
And we're not as big as Greenville, but we're larger than the New Bern facility. Of course,
Yeah.
we don't have the river, but you know,
well, that's okay.
but we're gonna still make it happen.
Oh yeah, we'll make it happen. All right, man. This is really exciting.
It is.
Very exciting.
It's a great location, you know, in terms of agricultural part too. You know, it's adjacent to the community college. Of course, they teach horticulture and agriculture there. We just think it's a great location. We'll also have, Wayne, on the back side of it will be a regional farmers market. So we'll be able to advertise that on the marquee sign out front. We think that's going to get a lot more play than what our farmers markets are getting now. And that's all part of an initiative by North Carolina State University, Cooperative Extension. They're pushing local foods. And so
Oh, that's great.
that's a great way to do
That
it.
is
You know, and everybody that comes to an event there will see the farmers market as they're going in. So it's going to be a highly visible location. People will be able to say, I want to come back to that.
Yeah.
You know.
And we're satisfying our county attorney too, having the curb market there.
Yeah, the curb
Because
market's going to
that's,
continue.
that's how he gets fed.
Oh, is that how that's how we feed the
Yeah.
county attorney? Huh?
Yeah,
That's
Borden
right.
had one condition:
What's
you got to
that?
keep up the curb market.
Okay, let's talk about the other part of that land, of that property out there that will not be handled by the county. That's actually will be worked by the city. Now, part of that, the agreement is that we hope that they're able to build a hotel there.
That's right.
They feel very confident that'll take place. As a matter of fact, when we're working with the city on that to make sure we have a good line of sight so that it doesn't block this view that you're seeing right here.
Yeah.
And
You mean this building we built last
yeah,
night?
the one we built last night. So you'll still have, as we call it, the money shot when you come in there.
The money
and,
shot, yeah.
They hired the architect to do a preliminary plan, didn't they?
Yes.
That would tie in the hotel to the convention center. So
Yeah.
there's a walkway so you can walk directly over if it's bad weather and that kind of thing.
And more good news in that regard, and I know Borden will be happy about this, is that if there's a hotel there, that means probably we'll get some new restaurants in that area.
Yeah, I think the city's site plan that Bill was just talking about shows that they could have 2 standalone restaurants. And of course, what they want is a full-service hotel, so it'll have a restaurant inside it as well.
Exactly.
So, and we look at that whole area. I think this is going to spur a lot of development along Wayne Memorial Drive in that whole area where you see all those vacant areas right now. That's prime commercial property,
Yeah.
and it's going to be even more prime once this facility's there.
In the picture you're seeing there, that you're seeing the actual convention area as opposed to where the ag offices are on the other side, which is all tied in together.
Right.
So let's not forget the importance of what this is all about.
That's
And
right.
this is be given back to the farmers and offices for those people, cooperative extension, farm service agency.
Yeah,
and,
USDA,
Yeah.
and,
cooperative
and
extension.
we're giving them an office that, the Wayne Center served us well for a long, long time, but the facility is in bad shape.
It is in
And
bad
we all
shape.
know that.
Yeah.
And poor old Kevin, he only had one plug-in in his office. And so we're going to at least have more than one.
Well, back
anyway.
then, they didn't need more than one.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That was 1957 when that building was built.
That's correct. And so
So that's
It's
why
almost appreciated.
Rick Theridan, who worked for Farm Service Agency,
Yeah.
I see him as he lives over there in Salisbury. I said, "You gonna come back to work now? We're gonna build this building." He said, "Y'all waited till I retired."
Yeah. Well, we had to get the money from somewhere.
That's right.
You know.
But it is going to be a great facility. We have a large room set aside in Cooperative Extension just for the 4-H club.
Wonderful.
So they'll have a lot more room for the children in those programs. They'll have access to the 4 breakout rooms that are part of the convention center too.
Great.
So if they have an event that's bigger than that and they need more space to do a seminar or whatever they need, you know, they can book one of those.
The
So
breakout rooms were they 65 or 80 people? I can't remember.
they're different sizes, but that would be in the ballpark of
Yeah,
what
I
they
think
can
that's what I'm
accommodate.
sure. So, you know, you can have your convention, then you can break out, you know, and have other activities going on across the hallway.
Okay,
Like you see in most conventions.
I don't mean to leave you out of the next question, but George, what part did this man play in the success of this?
Well,
this
he's been the
happening?
spearhead for it. You know, as he said today, the former chairman had put him in charge of the committee about 3 years ago, and I came on board roughly 2 years ago, and he was already moving it then, got me up to speed, and he's definitely been the spearhead on it. He's kept it moving. We've had numerous meetings. I've lost sight of how many. We were able to bring the city to the table. And that was Bill's suggestion too, that we needed to make one more attempt to try to get the 2 parties together. And I give the city officials a lot of credit. The mayor and the city manager saw the validity of having one larger facility. Because a community this size should not have competing facilities. It should just be one large facility.
And it's made us a lot closer too.
It has. It's I think strengthened the working relationship. We have actually brought them in to the committee on the design of the building. So the city manager, the current mayor, and 1 or 2 of their council members have all been part of that committee and had an equal voice in helping to design it. And then, you know, they brought some good ideas to the table.
And we're bringing tourism in the next meeting.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Because Betsy's got some good ideas.
Oh, I'm sure she has.
And that's the other thing we've done, and again, Bill spearheaded this, which is, you know, when we met with the city, one of the ways we realized we could get some additional revenue to help pay for it was to increase the hotel motel tax, or some people call it the room occupancy tax.
Because we didn't want to do property tax.
Oh, no.
Right. So we worked with the city on that. They've been our partners on that, and as you know, we had to go around and around on that a little bit with how the legislature wanted it to be done. But the fact remains, we got it. That also meant we established the Wayne County Tourism Development Authority, and I'm happy to report we now have that fully established. The board has made the appointments. They adopted their bylaws and budget just the other day. We've levied the tax, and the first payments on the tax were received in January. So we're off and running.
Wow. Well, suffice it to say, this has just been a success story right from the very beginning. That includes, of course, the city of Goldsboro and the city council and all those folks involved with it, and of course our county commissioners and you, George, our county manager. And Bill, congratulations on this, man. It's been,
you know, I get a lot of credit now, but I have worked this man hard.
Yeah, well, he can handle it.
And you know, and the other commissioners have done a great job pitching in too. And I keep going back. The farmer community are responsible for this happening.
Yeah.
Without them and their support, I could have never done a thing. So I want to make sure they get credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, I thank you for being with us. George Wood, County Manager, and Bill Pate, Vice Chair of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you.